NBA players' craziest beliefs. From lucky shorts to pre-game rituals, NBA players are known for their superstitions, but these beliefs take it to the next level. Get ready to be amazed by the craziest beliefs of NBA players. Welcome back to Backboard, and today we're going to tell you about some crazy beliefs. But before we start, make sure to score on us by hitting that subscribe button. With that note, let's get started. The first belief can be a legit fact, as two of the greatest players in the history of the NBA used it: Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. It all started with Jordan. No one recognized Jordan's talent when he was a freshman in North Carolina because he wasn't even his team's best player. But when a title was at stake, Jordan rose to the occasion. Michael Jordan was made famous by his game-winning shot, but he gave all the credit to the outfit he wore that evening. Jordan thought his shorts had a sinister quality about them, so determined to wear them to every game, which caused him to wear them for the following 2 years. Interestingly, he not only became the greatest player on his squad while wearing them, but he also utterly dominated. Jordan passed the test, and after being selected for the NBA, he never lost sight of the shorts role in his success. The NBA's dress rule, however, mandated that players wear half shorts, which presented an issue. Obviously, those were not like college. Nevertheless, as Jordan required his lucky charm each night, he phoned Champion, the NBA's official brand, and told them he required their bull shorts to be broader and longer because they were the ones that appeared more natural and comfortable. Jordan simply didn't want anyone to know his secret, though, deep down. He rapidly established himself as a trailblazer by being the first athlete to wear baggy shorts and shorts with the state of North Carolina on them. He started to average more than 30 points per game and eventually became known as the NBA's face. It wasn't long before everyone desired a pair of shorts like his for them, as other players realized how dominant he was. And it's all thanks to Jordan's secret, which compelled the NBA to update its uniform by making baggy shorts the new standard. But nobody understood why he wore shorts like that. They all assumed it was merely a fashion choice. Everyone, with the exception of Kobe Bryant, who thoroughly studied Michael Jordan's game. Everything, including Jordan's exercises, his photographs, and of course his game day attire. One day, Kobe stumbled upon a picture of Jordan and saw the shorts. Kobe was wearing the North Carolina state colors and was fully aware of his motivation. Kobe then raised the bar on his performance. The world ultimately learned that Kobe wore his high school shorts under his Lakers shorts for every game after he began to rule the league like Jordan. All thanks to Jordan. Next up is an NBA player who believes that bugs can communicate with him. He cannot be saved, in my opinion. He goes by the name Meta and has some intriguing friends. Bugs! This man is going to calmly admit that roaches communicate with him while maintaining his composure. Not the best view to catch. But another player believes that his entire life has been a fraud. However, Lonnie Walker's insane views worsen. He subscribes to the idea that the universe is a holographic simulation in which everything in the world is growing in a manner that makes sense. Lonnie believes that we are merely virtual characters being directed by a higher force in a massive computer game. Therefore, it is understandable why the Lakers keep dropping games. In fact, the man doesn't think the games are real. Next up, we have the beliefs of two very interesting players, LeBron James and Stephen Curry. But before we go into that, do let us know which one of them will you pick for your dream team. And yes, you can only get one, so dunk your answer in the comments. LeBron James thinks he won't die. LeBron James is well known for his out-of-the-world style of play. However, is he also a superhuman off the court? Drew Gooden claims that LeBron holds this opinion for himself. Each time LeBron James leaves because of his covert strategy and the revelation of the plot by LeBron's former teammates, he is not frightened of anything becoming lethal. On the ESPN show Highly Questionable, Gooden was a guest, and the host asked him to share his favorite LeBron James anecdote. When LeBron first joined the Cleveland Cavaliers, Gooden and James were colleagues. Gooden recalled a time when James informed him he could survive a plane crash when they were on a bumpy trip. LeBron once told us he could survive a plane crash. So we're on the plane talking and turbulence is going on. He's like, I honestly think I could survive if this plane goes down. I think I could survive the plane crash. And I was like, yo, what you mean? What are you gonna do? You're gonna jump out? He said, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But before I jump out, he starts taking all the pillows and the covers out of the overheads and he starts stuffing them in his shirt and in his suit and all in his neck. And he said he was going to stuff himself with the pillows and the blankets and then jump out of the plane and survive. And when I thought about it, I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but it was actually smart. Hey, but you know what? I can't put anything past the guy anymore, so who knows? He might be able to survive a plane crash. We all love you, LeBron, but in this instance, the name of the show is a wonderful fit for the narrative. Jumping off a plane and surviving? Highly questionable. What Stephen Curry told is something he deeply believed in, and it started a beef with NASA. With an interview, everything began. The two-time league MVP admitted that he didn't think that man actually set foot on the moon during an appearance with teammate Andre Iguodala on Vince Carter, Kent Bazemore, and Annie Finberg's Winging It podcast. He didn't believe it would be a huge deal to declare that astronauts have never visited the moon, but the world went crazy the following day. Millions of people were alarmed by the Steps plot, and young people who looked up to Curry started to doubt what they had been taught. He knew Steph had a game versus the Rockets, so he extended an invitation to Steph to visit his space center in Houston so he could view the moon pebbles they had recovered and witness how everything went in Mission Control. Even when he showed up to NBA games, he would get trolled. It became so popular that Steph joined an official astronaut on Instagram Live to discuss it once. It went viral. Steph eventually regained his composure and understood that perhaps the astronauts had visited the moon. And he didn't just say sorry, he also auctioned off 4 pairs of bespoke moon shoes during his next game to raise money for science, technology, and crazy teachers throughout the world. So at least Steph kept his name in good standing. James Harden blames his belief on quitting dating women. Harden believed that nothing could go wrong when he was enjoying one of the best seasons of his career and utterly dominating the NBA. But after he had the sack in place, he must have been making a mistake in judgment. He chose to score in bed, and he and Khloe Kardashian went on to become one of the most well-known celebrity couples in the world. But if he wasn't aware of what he was doing, any athlete who hooked up with a Kardashian was said to have their career absolutely destroyed. NBA players like Chris Humphries, Tristan Thompson, and Lamar Odom suffered losses. But Harden was so smitten with Khloe that he first refrained from letting the rumors circulate until the light becomes more intense. Even when he left the house, the photographers would follow him. Everywhere he went, whether by himself or with Khloe, he was photographed, and the continual attention began to affect his mental state. His popularity was dwindling. He began criticizing both the individuals filming them and his colleagues. Finally, Harden said that his year spent with a Kardashian was the worst of his life and that he recently broke up with Khloe to restart his career. He even started to think that the Kardashian curse was true. Funny enough, he returned to MVP form as soon as they broke up. Harden consequently thought a girl was ruining his career. These were some of the craziest beliefs of NBA players. It was so fun to know what these people believe in. This was all for today. I'll see you at the next one.